Yeah, I have buddies that have daughters, and of course, right off the bat, my concerns are more for later in life. I'll probably end up in prison at some point, but for right now, man, friends of mine that have daughters are just like, man, you don't understand. You're gonna be wrapped around her little finger, and I'm that way with my son, so I can only imagine. Just excited about being a dad again. Man, the influence question's hard for me to answer because I feel like anything I've ever listened to has influenced me in one way, form, or fashion. Whether it inspired me to never do anything like it, or inspired me to learn from it. But I could say Skinner's my favorite band. They've always been my favorite band. So if that helps. Well, okay. So like, what happens in a small town? For me, as songwriters, when we write a song together, we all have our own story that we're kind of putting into the song. But for me, in my part, it was of course about my wife. Long story short, we spent we did an on and off thing for a long time. Then we went 5 years without seeing or speaking to each other. And I remember, if it wasn't daily, it was every other day, just thinking about her. And I think we've all, got that relationship, that girl or that dude that was, you just can't get over and can't move past, and you always think about it's just the one that got away. So for me, that's her. The weather, man. I love the weather here. I'm a fish out of water here. I'm gonna be honest. I almost need a translator, but I do love the weather. It's awesome. It's a busy place. From where I'm from in northeast Georgia, I live in a little bitty town called Maysville, and it's super just slow and. So coming up here, it's a little bit of culture shock, but I like it. If I'm in California, I'm listening to Go Country 105 FM, partner. But I listen to a little bit of everything, man. I like some heavy stuff, some heavy metal stuff, some rock stuff, some rap stuff, some R&B stuff, some country stuff. I really am one of those guys that listens to a little bit of everything. Mayhem. A lot of fire and a really good time.
Go Country 105. Go Country 105.